Hello, my name is Logan Eds. I am the director of This Place Matters UKY Historic Preservation 101, and you are listening to the director's commentary. So this video was for a project for historic preservation, and the moment that I learned about it, I knew that I wanted to do the William McConnell House. I also thought up of this train gag, which I knew I wanted to do from the beginning, where my cameraman get hit by a train. As you may have noticed, it's a lot harder to jump over railroad tracks than you'd imagine. So, yeah. Also, I wanted to do this shot pretty early on. I came up with this shot pretty early on. But what I didn't originally envision was this moment of me running up to the camera to adjust it. That was originally supposed to be later in the video. Also, in that little trail that I ran up, I almost stepped on an epidermic needle. I think that gives a pretty good indication of the type of people that were hanging around at this house, which is part of the reason why I wanted to do this house, because I knew that there was a real threat to it in terms of its preservation and its current use ever since it's been abandoned. Now, this shot was filmed at McConnell Springs Park, which, fun fact, when we were doing this part of the video, me and my cameraman actually ran across a herd of deer, which was quite a mystical, magical moment. I have no idea where they came from. It's very bizarre since McConnell Springs is located in the center of an industrial park. Very bizarre. Coming up, we have the MTV Cribs parody, which is another gag that I thought up very early on, because I knew that I would have to be talking about improvement cabins, and I thought it'd be really funny to do like a Cribs intro parody for the video. I was actually going to do this bit for a little longer, but that would have involved going into the cabin, which wasn't a possibility due to the door being closed. While filming the scenes with the cabin, there was also a bit of difficulty in that there was a group of rugrats nearby making a bunch of noise, but it ended up not being an issue. So going back sort of to why I chose the McConnell house, part of it was due to I knew there was a threat to the property in terms of its preservation, but I also just kind of chose it because I knew a lot about the property already, so the script wouldn't have taken too long to write. In total, this project actually took me about less than 6 hours, I would say, in total. That includes script writing, shooting, editing, filming. Or I already said that. It was a really beautiful day when we filmed this. It was very nice. I actually think I got a bit of a sunburn toward the end of the day. It was very sunny. This book. Yeah. This is actually a really great book on the early history of Lexington. And a lot of really great historical research is documented in that book. I'd really recommend it if you're a historian. That last gag that I just did with the fire was another one I came up with pretty early on, sort of related to that shot of the field. This moment. I'm actually not too pleased with my facial expressions in this moment. I think everything else about this scene was great, especially the camera movement. And this moment in particular was great. But I kind of wish I was more bug-eyed. Part of the problem was it was really sunny, and I was directly in the sun, so it's kind of difficult to really go bug-eyed in this shot. Yeah, this shot was off the cuff, last minute. I think this kind of works well with what I was saying in that moment. There's actually a bit of an issue with the next part of this video. I talk about how KU hasn't done much of the property, and to be fair, they actually have done some stuff since the last time I saw it. They put what appears to be a new roof on it, but They did a very bad job. I think they've also put in new windows, but they're not very authentic for the time period of the building. Probably the biggest thing that I think they did was they put in doors, which is pretty big. This joke. This was another gag I came up with pretty early on. I think I came up with. I pretty much came up with all the gags early on in this video, except for the final one. That was a last minute addition. This is incredible music. I actually chose it because I recently listened to the new expanded edition of Call Me If You Get Lost, and Tyler sampled this song, so I thought I'd use it in my video. And this, the final gag, this was probably the last gag I came up with. It's actually an incredibly obscure reference that I don't think many people would get. So the story goes that for a very long time, the location of McConnell Springs was actually lost to us. For a very long time, we believed that it was located a little closer to Lexington Cemetery off of Leestown Road, but in actuality, it's located off of Old Frankfort Pike. Anyway, so the first historian for the city of Lexington, the man who wrote the first history book on Lexington, he believed that McConnell Springs was located off of Old Frankfort Pike, which it was. And so, very famously, he went in search for it, and he got hit by a train and died. That's how he died. He died in search of McConnell Springs. So that final gag is a reference to him, which you would only really know if you'd read that book, The Founding of Lexington, from earlier. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this director's commentary, and Scorsese, eat your heart out.